Hey guys, let's just talk. Let's talk. I just have so much going on in my little mind right now. I tend to ramble a lot, so I'm gonna try my best to keep this short. I don't know why I keep thinking 14 minutes, but I guess that's my goal. I don't even know if I'm gonna reach 14 minutes, but that's the goal. I don't want to go over that. If I'm below 14 minutes, that's great. But if I go above 14 minutes, no. No. Because I'm literally just going to be talking. I thought about this last night. This is like, do you know, I don't know if you're blessed enough. You switch off your lights, you get into your blankets, and then you just knock out. If you're blessed, that's great. Like, if that's what happens to you, that's great. But that's not the case for me. Hold on, I need to eat this. That's not the case for me. I literally have to think myself to sleep. You know what I mean? So like, I tend to, like, when I was younger, I used to fantasize, right? About my little crushes and then what's gonna happen tomorrow and all of that. But now I have more serious conversations with myself in my mind before I go to sleep. And yesterday, don't call me weird. It's weird, but don't call me weird. Yesterday, I was having this conversation with myself in my mind to start off with. But then I ended up just talking out loud because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to talk about this, right? So I started speaking out loud. Not loud, but like, you know, just speaking. And I was like, so much has changed or happened to me and in my life over the past year, I'll say. Like, okay, I don't know why I'm sticking right now because I know what's on my mind. I don't know why I'm not letting it out. Like, I don't want to overshare, but at the same time, I don't want to undershare because I feel like what I have to say will help someone. But I remember at the beginning of this year, like January, literally the beginning, I took a break from social media because, not social media as a whole, just Instagram, because I felt like I wasn't doing great, right? Instagram was a place where I'd scroll, yes, and look at people's stories and I'll be like, yo, why don't I look like that? Why don't I have that? Why isn't my life going in that direction, right? And like, it was just a constant comparison, day after day after day, and it wasn't doing well. I wasn't doing well mentally with that whole comparison thing. So I took a step away, I took a step back so that I could learn how to appreciate what I have, appreciate who I am, and understand that God made me the way that I am, right? Yes, he made all of us, he created all of us, but each and every one of us, he created us in a unique way. If he wanted 100 of the same girls, he would have done that, right? But that's not what he did. So I had to tell myself, like, there's nothing wrong with the season that I'm in right now. Life isn't a race. I'm not supposed to be competing with anyone. I should be competing with myself to become the best version of myself, to become the woman God has called me to be, right? So it was just a battle that I was fighting. But I would like to say, like, now I'm so much better. I'm not 100% where I want to be, but the comparison what's the word I'm looking for? it's calmed down. Like, I don't compare myself as much as I was at the beginning of the year. But yeah, back to the whole, he made us unique. My journey is not the same as the person next to me, the person that I was looking at. Our journeys aren't the same, our destinies aren't the same. God has a different plan for me, a different plan for her, for him, for you, right? Like, our journeys aren't going to be the same, because yes, we're headed in the same direction. Well, I'd like to think so. Like, we want to go to heaven, right? We're headed in the same direction, but how we get there is not necessarily the same in terms of the life you're supposed to live whilst you're on earth, right? God's going to take you that way. He's going to take me that way, right? Like, we're all going to go through different things. And the reason why I'm in the season I'm in right now is because I'm supposed to learn something. I'm supposed to grow in a certain way in order to reach the next level, right? And the reason why my neighbor is going through what they're going through is because they have to go through that in order to reach their next level. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but like, yeah, like, I just kept thinking, like, there's no need to compare our lives against each other. Like there's older people that have accomplished less than some younger people in the world, right? And there's no reason to say, scratch that. There's no age for success. That's what I'm gonna say. There's no age for success. Like, nowhere does it say you're only supposed to become successful at 30. I could become successful at 30. Someone else could become successful at 18. And that's that. It's their life, your life. Like, I know you would have wanted their cards at some point. They might have wanted your cards at some point. But, like, we just have to accept the fact that we're all here because we have different purposes to fulfill, different destinies to live out. And maybe, like, if you want to leave a legacy, you have a different legacy that you want to leave. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like, I don't know, man. If this doesn't make sense to you, I'm sorry. But I'm just hoping it makes sense to someone. Like, it's okay to compare yourself, right? It's okay, but it's not okay. You know what I mean? Like, don't dwell on it forever. Like, once you notice that, I'm comparing myself too much, take a step back and, like, fix that. Don't just stay comparing yourself forever, because if you're just going to compare yourself forever and ever, amen, you're not going to move forward. You're just going to be stuck in your now, right? I read this morning, accept what was, accept what is, and nah, I'm lying. I don't know. It said something about the past, the present, the future. That's what it said. I don't remember what exactly it said, but like, but yeah, oh my gosh, look how big this is. Like, you can see it. When I'm looking at you, you can see the bump. Insane. But anyway, yeah, guys, I literally just wanted to say it's okay. It's okay to be where you are right now. Where you are right now is preparing the season you're in right now, the storm that you may be going through, or like the rainbow and sunshine that you are seeing right now. It's all preparation for later, for where God wants you to go. You know what I mean? Like, everything we go through is for a reason. It's literally for a reason. In my book, I talked about how one of the people that I talked about was Joseph in the Bible, and he had to go through the prison. There was no way he was going to make it to the palace without going through the prison. He had to be accused of I don't know, sleeping with Potiphar's wife, even though he didn't, he had to be accused by her in order to be thrown into prison, because no one's going to go to prison for not doing anything, you know what I mean? So he was thrown there because he was accused of whatever. And through that, God created a problem that only he could solve, only Joseph could solve. So that way he got out of prison, and that's how he became second in charge of the whole of Egypt. So like, yes, we hate problems, we hate going through the rough patches of life, but we have to go through that in order to reach the palace, in order to be called by the kings, by the high people, you know. Yeah, accept your Joseph moment. Like, if you're there right now, accept it, go through it, understand that it's a part of your journey to success. Okay. Yeah, God is gonna send people to gossip about you, to accuse you of things that you didn't do. He's gonna allow people to do that. He's gonna allow you to go through those accusations. There's a sermon I'm watching or listening to right now. I'll put the link below because I just feel like you need to listen to it. Like, there's so many sermons I think you guys should listen to, but I'm gonna put this specific one in the description box. But yeah, he's gonna send people to accuse you, whether you did it or not. They're gonna accuse you. Then your name is gonna be out there because people like hearing bad things about other people, because we just like to tear each other down. So yeah, he'll send people to accuse you. He'll allow it. You'll go through the pain or whatever it is. And why am I forgetting what I was saying? Oh yes, but yeah, people talking about you. That's in the sermon I was watching. Apostle was saying, that's the way of getting your name out there, right? Like, it may be for the wrong reasons, yes, but it's putting your name out there for people to know there's a Shani that exists, and they're gonna follow you and like keep up with your life because they're like, oh my gosh, she actually did that. And then through that, yes, they're gonna find out about you on a negative side, but then once the positive comes out, people are gonna be like, whoa. So like, your fame is coming, obviously not the way you would have wanted it to at first, but it's coming, you know. I hope that's making sense. But like, if you watch the sermon, it will make so much more sense to you. But yeah, I'm just here to say it's okay. It's okay that you aren't where you want to be right now. You're not supposed to be racing with anybody. Don't speed up the process, because if you take shortcuts, you won't last at the top. Like, just take the long way, okay? Just take the long way. That's all I'm saying. I really hope this made sense somehow to someone. Like, even if it's just making sense to one person, I don't even care that it's just one person out of 475, I think that's what I'm at, subscribers wise. If it makes sense to one person, I'm content, okay? But anyway, bye. I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know when I'm uploading this. I want to upload it like ASAP. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I reached 14 minutes. Bye.